When it comes to pickup trucks, Ford is an undisputed expert. If there's one thing that Ford knows how to do well, it's pickup trucks. In this video, I'm going to take on the Herculean task of determining which of these three off-roading pickup utes would best suit you. The thing is, this is going to be a huge challenge, as tough as trying to break into a police station and trying to steal the hundreds of millions of dollars from a corrupt Brazilian businessman. So most importantly, we're gonna need two precision drivers, guys that don't crack under pressure, guys that never lose.
And you know we got that.
Right.
Let's do this.
Hello guys, I'm Reagan and we are back here with Wes Cabongcal of Bearing PH Motoring. Now Wes would have his own video of this three-way collab effort, so it would be great guys if you could click the link above and subscribe to his channel as well. Now if you're subscribers already, please accept our thanks. It means a lot to us guys that you are supporting us by watching our videos and enjoying everything that we make for you. Now Wes, how did you find that intro, bro?
Oh man, that intro was lit.
Well, could you guess which movie inspired those lines, bro? I mean, you gotta be a real car guy to know where those lines came from.
Well, I think I have a pretty good idea, but I did read your script.
Well, let's ask our viewers. I mean, guys, if you know or if you have an idea which movie those lines came from for my intro, well, hit us in the comments below so that we'll know if you're a real car guy or not. Now, some of you guys might be wondering why this three-way pickup comparo is all about the Ford Ranger lineup. Well, we all know that Ford Philippines just launched the recent Ford Ranger FX4, and it's meant to be a serious budget off-roader. Now, given the fact that we already have the Wildtrak in our shores, plus the vaunted Ranger Raptor for off-road racing, this video is meant to show you which off-roading Ranger is the best one for you.
We also want to give a big thanks to Ford Alabang for making this comparison possible. If you have any questions about any Ford model, please head on over here.
Yes, special thanks to Ford Alabang for helping us arrange the trucks and also the venue for this video. Now, as much as we want to take all of these three trucks to an off-roading course, current travel restrictions means that we are currently confined to just an on-road video for now. Anyway, let's begin. The three Rangers that I have here are clearly in the lifestyle truck category, and it shows in their pricing. The FX4 over here is the most affordable of the three Rangers, with pricing for the 4x2 automatic FX4 starting at 1,316,000 Philippine pesos. Add another 100,000 pesos and you already have the 4x4 variant. When you move up to the Wildtrak Ranger, the pricing for the automatic 4x2 variant starts at 1,455,000 Philippine pesos. Now, the Ranger Raptor that I have here is in a totally different price category because this beast is the king of the off-road hill. The Raptor here retails for 1,998,000 Philippine pesos, which is, well, a lot of money. Now, what do you get for these prices anyway? Well, let's start off with the common denominators that all of these three Rangers have. When it comes to ground clearance, the FX4 over there and the Wildtrak over here share the same ground clearance, which is 237 millimeters. The Ranger Raptor here has the tallest ground clearance from a production truck, which stands at 283 millimeters. Both the FX4 and the Wildtrak have the same flood wading capacity, which is at 800 millimeters, but the Ranger Raptor trumps both of them at 850 millimeters. Now, the Wildtrak and the FX4 siblings makes up for their lack of wading capacity and ground clearance when it comes to the payload and towing capacity. Both the Wildtrak and FX4 siblings can tow a maximum of 3,500 brake towing capacity, and its payload limit stands at 1.3 tons. That's 1,300 kilos for the rest of the world. Now, the Ranger Raptor here needs to go back to the gym and work out a little bit more because its max towing capacity is only at 2,500 kilos, while its maximum payload is only at a paltry 766 kilos.
Let's go.
The Ranger FX4 is clearly the budget meal option here. You get blacked out pieces like the front grille, blacked out side mirrors, and a blacked out tubular sports bar. The headlights and fog lights are halogen and DRLs are missing. The wheels and tires are the same size as the Wildtraks, which makes these 18-inchers that are wrapped in 265/60 R18 tires. And of course, you get an FX4 sticker right here at the lower part of your door. The FX4 also has the older Duratorque engine, which is a 2.2-liter diesel engine that is good for 160 horses and 385 Newton-meters of torque. The FX4 also gets the older 6-speed automatic transmission or a 6-speed manual, depending on what you spec. Now, this baby also doesn't have a rear locking differential, which is a little bit of a disappointment, especially for a youth that is meant for some serious off-roading. The fact that you also don't get recovery points also means that you'll be seriously stuck if ever you go into tougher off-road trails. The FX4 gets leather seats with an embossed FX4 logo. You also get an 8-inch infotainment system here with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you don't get a rear view camera, you don't get navigation, and you don't get also the MySync 3 from Ford. Well, even if you don't have navigation, since you already have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, at least you still got Waze in those systems. Now, the FX4 also don't get an engine start button, you only have manual AC controls, and you don't even have scuff plates, which means that this FX4 is the most Spartan amongst, well, the Rangers that we have in this comparo. At least your rear view camera is still auto-dimming, so you have that. The FX4 may lack some convenience features, but to a rugged, no-nonsense dude, these missing bits, well, they're not really needed. The FX4 exudes a Vin Diesel vibe, rugged and tough. One that's ready to grease up, get down, and get dirty.
Let's go.
The Wildtrak is like an FX4 that wears a tuxedo because you get more fun bits for the money. You get LED headlights, LED DRLs, and LED fog lights. The Wildtrak's front grille is also a little bit bigger than the one that's found in the FX4. The wheels found here in the Wildtrak are also 18-inchers, similar to the ones found in the FX4, but the design of the wheels are pretty much, well, unique to the Wildtrak. These wheels are wrapped in the same size tires as the FX4 265/60 R18s. The sports bar that you get here in the Wildtrak also looks a little bit more expensive than the ones found in the FX4, while you also get a Wildtrak sticker right here at the bottom part of your front doors. The Wildtrak's engine depends on the variant that you get, whether it's the 4x4 or the 4x2. The 4x2 variant that we have here is a 2-liter single turbo diesel engine that is good for 180 horses and 420 Newton-meters of torque. This 4x2 Wildtrak, however, sports the newer 10-speed automatic transmission, and you'd be happy to know, guys, that regardless of the variant you get, whether a 4x2 or 4x4, all Wildtrak models in the country gets a rear locking differential, which is an essential off-roading tool. Inside the Wildtrak, you get leather seats with the words Wildtrak here, as well as the same 8-inch infotainment touchscreen system that has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Ford's MySync 3. You also get a backup camera and rear parking sensors in the Wildtrak. Now, the 4x4 Wildtrak gets active park assist, which you at first you'd think that you don't need it, but then when you try to park this beast in a tight mall parking area, then that's when you know that the active park assist is quite a welcome tool. The Wildtraks also get more safety kit than the ones found in the FX4, such as hill start assist, stability control, and rollover mitigation. The Ranger Wildtrak combines rugged utility with city driving conveniences and amenities. Its rear locking differential means it's a more capable off-roader than the FX4, despite looking pretty in a tuxedo. It reminds me of Jason Statham, brawny and dangerous, yet still looks good in a suit. The two other Rangers may look beefy on their own, but they pale in comparison when it comes to the sheer size of the Ranger Raptor. This beast is wider by 6.6 inches, mostly due to its bulging over fenders. The Raptor also gets the Ford Super Truck front grille and a full LED light treatment, as well as actual recovery points for the front and rear bumper. The Ranger Raptor doesn't need a fancy sports bar to look brawny. The 17-inch wheels with its 33-inch off-roading tires already do that. You get a 4-coilover racing suspension setup here and an actual rear disc brake versus the rear drum brakes that are found in the Wildtrak and the FX4. The Ranger Raptor also gets the most powerful engine of the three. What we have here is a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that is good for 210 horses and an earth-shattering 500 Newton-meters of torque. This is the same engine that's found in the 4x4 Wildtrak, and they also have the same 10-speed automatic transmission. The Ranger Raptor, however, gets an electronic rear locking differential as well. The Ranger Raptor gets Raptor-specific racing seats, magnesium paddle shifters, and a racing steering wheel with an on-center guide. The infotainment system is the same as the Wildtrak's, which is an 8-inch touchscreen system that has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Ford's MySync 3. You also get a rear-view camera and parking sensors, but you don't get active park assist. It doesn't really need it though, because this beast doesn't belong in a mall parking area, but rather in the desert sand dunes or the wild mountain ranges. The Raptor is brawny and imposing, similar to Dwayne Johnson when it comes to sheer mass. It's got the speed, the looks, and the refinement to match The Rock. Now let's call back our precision driver Wes and take these three trucks out for a quick on-road spin. Dude, since we don't have an off-road course nearby, how about a little bit of nice on-road fun in action?
Sure, bro. What do you have in mind?
How about a drag race in a deserted road, Fast and the Furious style?
Sure, I'm down with that. Let's go.
All right.
I'm in the FX4, so I'm down on power. But the Raptor is heavier, so that has to count for something.
Well, I chose the Raptor because with the 500 Newton-meters of torque, it will surely beat the crap out of that FX4.
Alright, let's see how this truck can fly.
He seems ready. Let's see if he can keep up. Let's go.
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car.
Dude, that ain't your car as well.
Yeah, I know. All three Rangers here will provide you with a sporty option for every price point and personality. The Ranger FX4 here is great for light off-roading duties and for farm work and can live in that same farm. The Wildtrak over there is more of a city slicker with a lot of amenities and creature comforts that will make it easier for you to drive it in the city or whenever you're visiting a job site. The Ranger Raptor that we have here is a purpose-built off-roading beast that is perfectly at home in the wild mountain ranges and the desert sand dunes. For every rugged profession, there is a Ford Ranger that is for you. The Ranger FX4 is for the hacienda man, while the Wildtrak is for the contractor, and this Ranger Raptor here, well, this is for the explorer or the scientist. Thank you guys for watching our collab effort, and thank you so much again to my good friend here, Wes, for helping me out in this video. I mean, it wouldn't be a success if not for my friendly precision driver right here.
And remember, bro, I almost had you, and you had the more powerful truck.
Well, you know what Dominic Toretto says, it doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile, winning's winning. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our videos. Please give this video a like and subscribe to both of our channels as well. I'm Reagan with Wes Kabongkal, and we will see you again in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So most importantly, we're gonna need 2 precision drivers. Guys that never... The engine of the FX4 is also the older Duratorque diesel engine, which is a... Hindi ko mahanap talaga yung class. Asan na? Ayun. Okay, saba. Alright. Ano yung first line? Okay.